All right. Okay. Good morning. Let's just get live in the market right away, and let us look at what is happening after the Ethereum emerge that has just been finished. The last 5 seconds, the last few 5 seconds, the Ethereum emerge from proof of from proof of work to proof of stake. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it is just that what happens is that I'll try to, I don't know how I can try to break it down for you. What is happening is that confirmation of transactions now, that thing that is a simple language, is now going to be done by proof of stake, all right, apart from proof of work, where now the miners, we are solving what we call mathematical complexes, all right, to confirm transactions. Now it's going to be confirmed by the proof of stake. I personally believe, on a personal basis, that this will serve so much the Ethereum ecosystem. And when I was doing my personal reading about the Ethereum emerge that has just taken place a few seconds ago, this will basically, to me, benefit the people who are well off, because for you to benefit from the Ethereum stake, you must have enough Ethereum. And according to my personal research, it is like you need to have good number of Ethereum for you to enjoy. So those ones that don't have good number of Ethereum will be joining what I could call a pool, where someone who has good number of Ethereum could allow others to do the proof of stake. All right, so let's go and look into the market. There are a few coins that I expect to pump, and one of them is ETC, and that is Ethereum Classic. Now, why do I talk about Ethereum Classic? Ethereum Classic was the first, before they brought the Ethereum, right? So it was first, they first introduced the Ethereum Classic, which is ETC. Then later they brought in play this other coin called Ethereum. Now let's get into the market right away without delay, and let us look at some of the coins that I think might do well with the Ethereum emerge. Still at the same time, I still personally expect a dump. I expect a dump because I don't think the Bitcoin whales might allow, ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum to surpass Bitcoin. So I believe the whales of the BTC might cause a dump. They might cause a dump in the market. They might not allow Ethereum to get to the top of BTC. So we expect a lot of volatility in the market. When we talk about volatility, we mean a pump and a dump, right? Pump and a dump in the market. I personally don't expect the market to personally go higher right away, although in the near future. So let us go into the market and see the momentum, right, in the market right away after the Ethereum emerge. I personally believe coins like ETC are going to do well in the market, although I still expect personally a dump in the market because I don't believe whether I don't believe that the Bitcoin wells might allow the Ethereum emerge to cause a pump in the market. So let us look at this coin. I believe it's going to be one of the coins that are going to do well. It's already up, ladies and gentlemen. And if you have some money, I believe Ethereum Classic is going to be one of the most performing cryptocurrencies in the market today. I personally believe that. And I see in the 4 hours time frame, right? So let's go in the lower time frames because the market, right, beautiful. I hope you see this is within the 1 hour. Like I said, I expect the Ethereum Classic to do well. It's one of the cryptocurrencies that I know, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to do very, very well in the market today because of the Ethereum emerge. Right, so let me see already in this candle, someone who had seen this, it has already performed 7%. I believe it's gonna do better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Other coins may not perform so much, but I personally believe that ETC, because it was the first Ethereum cryptocurrency, right? I may not go into all those details about it. But if you don't know about Ethereum Classic and you don't know about Ethereum, we are gonna do a short play. But if you love trading, I'd personally recommend ETH. All right, I would personally recommend that someone could trade Ethereum Classic. I would not recommend so much the Ethereum itself, but although I also believe it might do a little bit, some little profit in the market, but I personally believe one of the cryptocurrencies that's gonna blow your mind is that cryptocurrency called Ethereum Classic. So let's get into just a little sample space of the two differences and what has just taken place, because it is important for you to know what has just taken place. So we're gonna visit different platforms this morning. We're gonna visit different platforms this morning, and let us start from coinmarketcap.com. We are gonna start from coinmarketcap.com, coinmarketcap.com. All right, so we're gonna start from there. And today we are going to just do a simple dive into what has just taken place. Which has just taken place. I see most of the platforms, I don't know. Okay, so let us just look at what has just taken place, all right? I'm gonna play this video here so that you understand just a little bit, right? What has just happened. We start our topic for today.
Ethereum's plan to completely switch from a proof of work to a proof of stake consensus mechanism. But what does this even mean, and how would it affect Ethereum? Imagine you're in New York during the Roaring '20s. The city is bustling, attracting thousands of people from different parts of the world. While it's exciting at first, with more and more people arriving, there's more pollution and the cost of living starts to go up. This isn't much different from the current state of the Ethereum network, which runs on a proof-of-work consensus mechanism. Proof of work, or POW, describes a system where the network is secured by miners who solve complex cryptographic puzzles that require a lot of electricity. The people arriving in the city represent the millions of Ethereum transactions carried out daily, which have caused the network to be congested because of the high volumes. Of course, this has led to users paying higher transaction fees, and this represents the first problem of the current Ethereum network, which is scalability. The second problem of such a city is sustainability. Burning an enormous amount of coal is similar to the energy-intensive activity of the proof-of-work consensus mechanism, which is not sustainable for the environment. But what if this busted old city could be transformed into a bustling metropolis at the snap of a finger? Well, everybody would go about their daily activities without disruption and in a better, more sustainable environment. In theory, this is what would happen when Ethereum switches to a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. The ETH merge sets a new stage for the Ethereum network to become more sustainable, scalable, and secure. Additionally, Ethereum's state and transaction history will remain exactly the same after the merge, meaning no action is required on the part of the current Ethereum holders. For instance, if you are currently a liquidity provider on Uniswap, you will still be one after the Ethereum upgrade to proof-of-stake. The only difference is that Uniswap will now operate on a proof-of-stake consensus instead of proof-of-work. As you can imagine, switching from proof-of-work to proof-of-stake is a colossal effort. What is more is that the developers are trying to do this with the flip of a finger, so any network failure during an attempted merge would create a chaotic domino effect. And obviously, developers don't want any downtime, so their execution has to be flawless. This is why Ethereum's transition to proof-of-stake was originally divided into two major parts: launching the Beacon chain, and second, the merge itself. The Beacon chain is a separate parallel proof-of-stake blockchain that was used to run tests without affecting the Ethereum mainnet or the hundreds of billions of dollars that are secured on it. Use your imagination hats to think of the Beacon chain as a hologram of the new city that's built to explore how it would function before people would move into it. This simulation would give the developers more time to test the new blockchain and observe if there were any potential faults in the system before the merge. In the second step, the merge will bring Ethereum's mainnet and Beacon chain together so that the current proof-of-work powered consensus layer will be switched out for the proof-of-stake consensus. For a more detailed explanation of everything we just talked about, head over to coinmarketcap.com today.
All right, so this is what has taken place. So we're gonna see what happens in the market. All platforms, okay. Now this one is back. This is beautiful. All right, so if we look at what was really very worrying, wow, Ethereum has really started a very good journey. All right, I don't know whether CoinMarketCap is updated. I just want to confirm. It seems like oh no. All right. Seems like a CoinMarketCap. Let me try another website. Let me try another website. The name is running out of my head. Okay, let me try CoinGecko. Let me just switch to CoinGecko a little bit. Let's see if CoinGecko. All right, I just want to see what is happening here before maybe anything else happens. But all right, okay. Now, like you have heard in the video, just I was giving some people who don't have maybe some simple clue, or maybe you have not taken some time maybe to get into what is proof of work, what is proof of stake, and maybe this is a new information to you. You can visit websites like CoinGecko.com, CoinMarketCap.com, but I wanted another one whose name is running out of my head. But I think I'll find it. Now, what I personally believe, let me get back to CoinMarketCap. Okay, I don't know whether it is now okay. Okay. Okay, let me see. I personally am a little bit positive. I'm a little bit positive about the image because I personally believe that the image of specifically Ethereum has reduced on the pollution, maybe because about how the miners have been operating. And the beauty is that nothing has been lost in the process of Ethereum doing the merge a few minutes ago. And since the merge has happened successfully, I also believe that there might be rise in just a few cryptocurrencies. And one of them, I personally believe that might do a little bit change is none other than this coin called Ethereum Classic. Is one of the cryptocurrencies that I personally believe are going to do better, even for the holders themselves that have been using this specific cryptocurrency. All right, so we are going to go to our Royal queue, but all right, it's updating. I hope it's fine now. Okay, so let's get a little bit about Ethereum Classic. All right. Okay. Yes. It's now up to date. I expect the market to get some little rise. There'll be some little sharp rise. Okay. But also, okay, yeah, there is some simple rise. Okay, Ethereum. All right. There's some simple rise. No, I think we are at update. All right. So let's go into the market now. I think the market, all different people have now updated. I hope trading viewed us. All right. I hope you see what is happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. There will be some little volatility, strong volatility, like you see now. I was finding out whether the market's now up to date. Okay, so you can trade Ethereum, ladies and gentlemen. You can also trade Ethereum Classic. They're gonna give you some good results, all right? So they're gonna give you some good results, You trade ETC and Ethereum Classic and Ethereum. You can take 2 to 3%, a little bit, ETC. USDT because of what's up? No, it is ETC. Okay, Ethereum Classic. Like I've said, I hope people are trading and not watching. Like I said, these two coins are gonna give a little pump in the market. All right, so if you're on this call and you love making money, just go to your Royal queue, pick up Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. You can take 2 to 5%. These two cryptocurrencies, Ethereum Classic and Ethereum, will give you results. All right, will give you results. Although I don't expect it to go longer for a longer time, because I think after that simple pump, the wells in the Bitcoin might cause a dump. All right, so take off some good profit and get out of the market. I hope it is clear, right? So I may not go into detailed information about what has just taken place. I just want to encourage you. I can give you as many websites as you want to go and do personal reading, to educate yourself about what has happened. But I also, like I usually say, the rich will get more richer because they are the ones that can have the much Ethereum. Because if you don't have money, you cannot have good number of Ethereum, then the merge might not create so many multi-millionaires. But I also believe that the move of Ethereum from proof of work to proof of stake is going to attract more big investors into the crypto world, simply because it seems your microphone is muted. Sure, my microphone is muted, my brother. I see it is trying. No, it's you who doesn't have a microphone. It's you who doesn't have a microphone. Work on your own. It is off. You don't switch on your microphone. So I personally believe that we might expect a bull run after the fights between the whales. But basically now you can go and trade Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Those two coins are going to give you some good results today, right? Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is ETC and Ethereum is ETH. So you can go and trade those cryptocurrencies. Even if you pick out in the 4 hours time frame, even if you pick out in the 1 hour time frame, 2 to 3% is a guarantee the market will deliver. There is some good volatility. All right. Okay, now we have now seen some drastic change in the market. And I personally believe that we are located in one of the best industries because now, in the previous history, cryptocurrency has been facing a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, before I go to our topic for today, that most governments, all right, we are complaining about the proof of work mechanism. The proof of work mechanism, all right? And because of that, now Ethereum has gone to Ethereum of what? Of proof of work, proof of stake, which means that more people will get into the market. So in the long run, it's like what Moses has said, I also believe Ethereum might surpass Bitcoin. But there is a big challenge also with Ethereum, that Ethereum doesn't have the exact number of cryptocurrencies that were released in the market. So I personally believe that Ethereum Classic might do a little bit better, right? For those that have been holding it, it might do a little bit better for this season for those with Ethereum Classic than Ethereum itself. But I also believe that the whales, right? I also believe that the whales might not accept Ethereum. The Bitcoin whales might not accept Ethereum to go, so they might cause a market dam. Right. So now let's get into our training for today. It is one short training. Now, why do I personally choose to be a crypto trader than being a crypto holder? All right. I personally know that if I want to get extra results from the market, I trade short term. When I trade short term, I have the power and the ability on a personal basis to be able to keep on taking profits from the market on a repeated basis. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you use the RoyalQ application and you have significant capital, you can enjoy the cycle method, one of the best ways of trading in RoyalQ. But if you don't have sufficient capital, I would encourage you personally to understand that we are dealing with the spot market. And when I say we are dealing with the spot market, sometimes some of you have bought cryptocurrencies and the market has gone against you, all right? Maybe you don't have well-set margin calls. Maybe that put aside. You need also to understand you're dealing with the spot market. You have nothing to lose, but just waiting time. Now let's go to our trading view. And I hope people have read it. Those that are serious have picked up Ethereum Classic, and those that are serious have picked up Ethereum, because, ladies and gentlemen, the volume is speaking for itself. The volume is speaking for itself. I don't need to speak for it. The volume, everybody, you can see the volume. The volume is speaking to itself. I don't need to explain Ethereum Classic volume. At the same time, I don't think I need to explain. Okay. All right. I like I said, I expect a dump, right? I expect a dump. I don't think, but I know two coins will do well. There will be some upward movement. Like I see the market is trying to bring up. Let us look at Ethereum, right? Let us look at Ethereum, right? But since we are short-term traders, there's nothing we lose, all right? Okay. Yesterday, USDT. All right. Okay. This is Ethereum. I hope you see what I've been talking about. There is some good volume also in Ethereum. All right. There is some good volume. And as we speak, those who have picked up this trade, you have made some good profit. All right. You have made some good profit for the time we have been here. Already there is some 2 to 3%. It will not be too much, I personally believe, but when I check in the 12-hour time frame, it's a doji, good volume. I love trading up in the 12 hours. All right. The trading view is trying to misbehave, but I'll sort it out. All right, so I know the market will give some people some good results. So you can trade, okay? You can trade. You can either trade in the 1 hour, you can either trade in the 4 hours time frame. I think all the two will deliver, okay? But I don't expect this market to go high for a very long time. So if you make some 2 to 3%, please, that's enough for you. I expect the market to go down. I don't know, but I don't believe personally that the Bitcoin whales might allow the market to pump, right? They want to cause disappointment. All right, okay. So back to our topic. We are still in the best business, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why we are here today, that is Ethereum. There is some good market movement, but I don't expect it to continue for a very long time personally. I don't say it can't because I don't control the market, but I believe that the Bitcoin whales will cause a disappointment in the market. So if you make some profit, please, better run away from this market, right? If you make some profit, please better take what you have got. All right. Okay, now let's get back to the topic. So we said yesterday, someone, if you still need more information about Ethereum Merge, go to coinmarketcap.com, go to coingecko.com, go to, there's my best website. I'll need to just check up in my notes. But if you are interested in that material, you can even go to YouTube and type in the effects of Ethereum Merge, and you'll find so many YouTubers talking about the different information about this, and you can basically educate yourself of what has happened the last, I think, 30 minutes ago, if not 10 to 20. All right, now, back to our topic. I basically want to say that before we start trading, or before we go into our trading topic for today, I want to inform you one thing. No one can ever finish the market. So none of you should be here fumbling. I'm missing out on Ethereum. I'm missing out on Ethereum. I'm missing out on Ethereum. Oh, Ethereum is going. Hey, this is going. I have not made the money there. Nobody can ever finish the market. So if you don't have the capital to go and trade Ethereum, don't go and sell your coins in floating loss and say, now, hey, maybe I will compensate with Ethereum. My friend, you might take your money to Ethereum. Then a dump happens, all right? So I basically want to say, please, don't develop the fear of missing out, right? Don't say, maybe Ethereum would the one to change my life. No, my friend, all right? You don't need it to develop the fear of missing out. There is no one in this world that can ever finish the money into the crypto space. This is demand and supply, all right? So no one should frighten you that since you have missed this, as long as you were a crypto trader, just be confident about what you are doing and focus on what? And focus on the skill. I made a video yesterday, and I want to repeat it today, that your ability to get out of the money chasing mindset is for you to develop capital. If someone invests $10,000 in Ethereum, we are going to talk about trading today. And when I say, please go and trade Ethereum Classic, and someone goes and takes 2%, with these 10,000, that is $200. That's the difference. So if someone takes 2%, I usually say, and I want to repeat it, the higher the capital, the less time you stay in the market. The higher the capital, the less time you stay in the market. There is no reason. If your capital is $100,000 that you need anything more than 3%. But if your capital is $50, $10, $20, for you need to stay longer. That's where you need 10%, 20%, 30%. But if you are this type of a trader who has your good capital, please stay short in the market. You are trading with $500 and above. There's no reason why you set 10%. There is no reason why you set 30%. You can go maximum 2 to 3%. But if you have $50, $100, please, for you, you have no option. You have no option but for you to stay longer in the market. Okay, so if you have $20, $10, please, for you, you can even set 10% and wait. But if you are here and you are trading with $500 and above, right? And what I mean by $500 and above, your first buying amount. Okay, so let us get into this, then travel back to trading view a little bit. All right, so we're gonna look at, I don't know which account I'm into. Oh, I'm here. Okay, just a few minutes, I get into my other account. But let me start from trading view, then I'll get back to that account later. Now that you have your watch list, you already have coins arranged. We said yesterday and the other day that you arrange your coins depending on the performance in the market. And we have arranged according from the poorest. We can still get back from the one that's doing best, the one that is doing poor, all right? And like I've said, I personally do not expect too much momentum. Now let us start with YFI as one of our coins we're gonna look at, okay? So I'm gonna get one of the indicators off to create, okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we said yesterday that the first important skill for you to develop is the skill of drawing what we call a downward trend, right? You draw a downward trend. Now, you might choose, all right, to draw your trend. If you tap on this pencil and we draw a trend line, you might choose to say, I'm gonna start my trend line from here, from this point here. And, no, this one has misbehaved. Maybe you know, it is just common sense. There is no what I call a designated direction. So you might say, I'm gonna draw my trend line to this point. And this is your trend line, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if someone can see. Now this is your trend line, all right? You have drawn your trend line. And your trend line has important points. It has this one, it has this one, it has this one, it has this one, it has this one. At least you have you have 2 touches of the highest points of the market. I'm not going into setting up indicators. You have these 2 touches in your trade. Now, after you have drawn this as your trend line, what are you looking for? You want to confirm a perfect entry in the market. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to know that if this candle, this one for YFI, closes above your trend line and tries to come down again. So this is 1 hour. Okay, this is 4 hour, right? Okay, now, if it closes above your trend line, then without asking anybody, this market is not going to come down again. It will first go. Now what do? You can draw your trend line in the 4 hour time frame. Scalpers in the market. Scalpers in the market. You draw your trend line in the 4 hour time frame and check your entry in the 15-minute time frame. I want to make it clear. You draw your trend line. You draw your trend line. Scalpers in the market. Do you have people who want quick profits from the market? Let me know. People who love quick profits from the market, can you give me some thumbs up? People who love quick profits from the market. You want to get in the market, a few minutes, get out. You want to get in the market, a few minutes, get out. Find another coin, get out. Get in the market, find another coin, get out. Find another coin. That is your trading approach, right? You want to trade as many times as possible. You want to keep on getting into the market and getting out of the market, getting into the market and getting out of the market. You can collect a lot of money with that trading strategy. Now, what you do, if you are using your trading view, you need to draw what we call trend lines. They're important aspects in trading. So you go and draw your trend line in YFI in the 4-hour time frame. All right, you draw your trend line in the 4-hour time frame. Now, if a 4-hour time frame trend line is broken in the 15-minute hour time frame, don't ask anyone for a signal. Don't ask anyone for a signal. This is a confirmation that this candle closed above. Let me make it smaller. Let me use red and make my pen, I think, okay. All right. So look, this candle closed above and this candle tested. Now you enter from here. You can stay in the market for as long as maybe you want to take 2%. Maybe that is your approach, your trading approach. You want to take 2%. Maybe you started from this candle here. You stay in the market and you'll get your 2% from there. It will happen. You trade, you draw a trend line in the 4-hour and check up your trade in the 15 minutes. Let me change my approach again. Now, if you draw your trend line in the 4-hour time frame, let me just come up here. So what do? This is you already having the ABC. This one helps you. You can draw your perfect trend line. Okay. Maybe that is your approach. You can draw a perfect trend line depending on what you want, all right? So you can, it has no formula. Nobody should tell you it has a formula. Maybe you'd start from here. If you want to draw that one, is a little bit longer, and you want 2 touches. There's 1 touch, so this might not work out for me. So let me use a shorter time frame, right? Those are so many days, all right? Let me use this one here because this is 1 day. Each candle here is in 1 day. So I'm gonna start from here, all right? Then make sure I have 2 touches. These candles are very small. Let me widen them so that someone can see. Let me remove this one. All right, so I start from here and I make sure I just have 2 touches. You just use your finger. Now, when I draw in the 1 day, then I'm gonna check in the 1 hour. And I wait. And I wait. If you didn't use the other formula of ours of entering the market, and you want to have a stronger decision, all right? Now I'll wait. For example, those that are using our previous method of choosing a trade, you see that you were supposed to enter in this particular trade. Let me clear my screen. Those that are using the other method we used to trade, okay, I'm gonna teach it again here, all right? Because some of you enter late in the market, then you complain about the results. Because we said that the blue stochastic RSI must be above the orange RSI. So someone decides to just come and get into the market recklessly as if they're not going to use money to make money. So the best time to enter this trade was here. Okay, that one was still fine. But someone who picked this trade from here, I'm answering a question of my brother. This is not. No. This is a blue bar. No. Let me come again. Those who are using this trading method to trade, One of my friends, I saw someone saying that he has tried the formula, but all the time he gets into floating loss. But what is the right time? So if you use this method to trade, that was your entry time, right? Then your price entry was supposed to be here, where this candle closed from. Then your exit, for those who are using this method to trade, your exit is supposed to be here, where the downward trend started from. And your take profit, you know, trading is timing. Your take profit was supposed to be here, and you are out in the market. But if you have found that you see that the market has surpassed that downward trend, that where you were supposed to enter into the market, and now your next downward trend is what the market did in the past. What the market did in the past. Let me just get a little bit behind. You now want to look at the history, and you see that your next downward trend, what the market did in the past, is this area here. Those that are using this method to trade, this was the last upward downward trend. And now you want to take advantage of this. Please make sure you have a trend line. This is the challenge that someone gets into the market. Maybe you want to join from close around there in that candle, and you want to take your profit up to here. If you want to use that, make sure you have what you call a trend line. Draw a trend line in the 1 day time frame and wait. Me, I draw so many of these trend lines on so many of the candles, and I wait. Then I come, I check. I find that the candle has closed above. There's nobody that can finish money in the crypto space. I find that the candle has closed above my trend line. Without asking anyone, I just enter that market. So trend lines are very important, ladies and gentlemen, in helping you determine the market direction. I want to repeat a statement here again, like I said it yesterday. I know those that are joining this training for their very first time, they are into confusion stage. But basically, you need to just go back to our previous tutorials and start afresh. But what I want to say is, ladies and gentlemen, the market is not our friend, but the market trend is our friend. So if we can be able to determine the market trend without requesting anyone, we are good to go. Let me teach that again. When you draw a trend line, right? When you draw a trend, let me say Ethereum, you want to trade Ethereum, and you are still skeptical. Wow, Ethereum is doing well here. This is a wow. This is a nice thing. Eh? Okay, those who love trading, I hope you understand. Now, if I want to trade Ethereum in the 1 hour, I draw my trend line in the 1 day. Okay, I draw my trend line in the 1 day. So let me hope you see these lines that you see here. Those are some of my trend lines. I draw them in different time zones, then I wait. Okay, now for example here, you pick our trend line, touch the highest point, which could be this, but it is also close to this one. Touch the highest point, and I have 2 touches. This one is a little bit. All right. At least there, it's a little bit better. Then I come and I push it into the 1 hour. Now you see, let me remove this first one. Now you see, I wait. If I want to perfect this trade, I wait. Now, if this next candle, because this candle is closing, if my next candle comes and closes above this one, I just know Ethereum is gonna give me some good profit. without me drawing demand and supply lines. I don't know if someone has been able to understand that. So in a downward trend, remember our formula is simple, look for a downward trend. It doesn't matter which coin you want to trade, all right? Look for a downward trend. Let me say RIF. RIF is another coin. Those that don't know, let me tell you, RIF is another coin that is as powerful as BTCST. Let me just show you a sample space. Just look at this candle here, this green candle here. Those that don't know this coin, it's another coin. It's like BTCST. Just see what it did just here. It produced 4%. It's another strong coin in the market. So just keep a watch on it. So let me say I want to trade REF. I'm going to wait and I come in the 4-hour time frame. I draw my trend line from the higher high, that upper point there. This is very far. Sometimes you need to have some common sense. It may not have 2 touches, but still it can. If I draw here, that is my trend line in the 4-hour time frame. Now, where do I check if I want to scalp in the market? I go to the 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame. And you see now, if this trade, the next candle, even if the RSI is this side here, it doesn't matter. And it closes above. I don't ask anyone for a signal. I just come and take my 1.5 or 2% from the market using a trend line. So you draw in a longer time frame. Maybe if you have, that's what you check one day, go and trade in 1 hour. 4 hour, go and trade in 15 minutes or 30 minutes. And in the next 15 minutes, your trade will be winning, especially in times like now, when the market is a little bit very spectacle, right? Okay. Now, some of you, now this is, all right, this is this coin, okay? If I want to trade it in the 4-hour time frame. Now, remember, ladies and gentlemen, I've been showing you drawing a trend line when the market was red. What about when the candles are green? How do you draw a trend line? Now here, you come on your pencil and you change your trend line from using a trend line to using what we call a flat bottom. So you touch the lowest point in the market, which is the lower low already shown you by our ABC V1 indicator. Then you draw your trend line here. Having 2 touches, very important. You stretch, you keep stretching until it has the 2 touches. There we go. Now you tap on it. Now there I've drawn my trend line. Now I'm gonna go to the 15 minutes time frame or the 5 minutes. Then I check it up. I didn't touch it, it disappeared. Oh no. Wasn't the 4 hours. It's not there. Let me bring it again. I forgot to confirm it up. All right, let me start afresh. Because some of you chase profit. Some of you, you have moved away from the strategy, but I'm gonna show you the strategy again afresh, but I'm speaking to those, right? So I look for my 2 touches, there I go, I have them. I keep on stretching, okay, there, right. Okay. Now I'm gonna go and check in the 15 minutes time frame. Now, this is my candle. You see what I said? If I pick up this trade, all right, when I find it closed above, right, and I pick up this trade in a 15 minutes time frame, because it has, if it has already gone above my indicator, here it has to produce. So you see, 6%. Now, I might leave this drawing into my chart because it doesn't go away. I just need to come on these 2 dots come down here and save. It's already saved already. It remains in here. Now, if candles go down and they come back and close above, I just wait for the next candle. Then I get in. It will deliver. It will deliver. So if you love scalping from the market, especially in times now when the market is not so good, that should be your approach. Lastly, before I get back to people who want to start afresh, when you get into your trading, your Royal Q application, maybe you pick this coin, BTCST, all right? Okay, I think I need to go. Okay, now you pick it up. Your most important area, let me just get into mine. Your most important area is your margin call configuration. No, on the wicks, not on the body, on the wicks. Not on the body, on your wicks, on the wicks, all right? Not on the body, on the wicks. You draw your trend line. Now, after you have picked your trade, the only magical way to have a winning trade is using the margin calls right. I want to just take you through that subject because along the line, some of you have decided to be so greedy that you want to use $100 to make 1 million. It's a very big challenge. You know, in trading, it's about protecting your capital. Profit comes as a by the way. Let me repeat that statement again. In trading, it's about protecting your capital. It's not about chasing profit. It's about protecting your capital. The profit comes as a by the way, all right? But some of you, profit comes first and protecting your capital comes last. Because the market is not your friend. It doesn't care whether you have $1 million. If you don't expose your $1 million right, then you're gonna have it float. That's why Royal Q introduced the martingale strategy, the dollar cost averaging method for you to keep winning. And so as the market is right now, all right, let me just get into one of my, wow, but coins are still doing well. If you, because most of you I discovered, you don't have time to those, even the one-shot traders, to look at your coins, all right? So what do you do? What you do, it is important for you to set margin calls and just keep on growing your capital. Okay, let's get in here. All right. Okay. Because we are not yet into the bull run season where whatever you touch turns to gold, but we are about to get there. So already those in floating loss and you don't have capital, just remain patient. The market will do well. I believe the market very All right, okay. Sorry, that was, I think, network. So just allow me to share my screen. All right, okay. Make me co-host again. Okay. Now, let us talk about the margin call configuration. That's where I want to go, which is one of the important aspects of our business. That if you are trading and you involve in the margin call configuration system, ladies and gentlemen, you will not regret. So let us look at that and see. Okay, I'm gonna open for you a coin we picked together yesterday. And yes, this coin has really gone down, but there is no serious floating loss with me. Why? It's because that there's been some little movement that it bought one margin call, this one. All right, it bought this margin call, which was close to $30. And when it did, all right, my investment capital was increased, although it's not as it was because I was teaching someone to do manual replenishment, all right? And when I started with 15, it wouldn't be all this much, but I was teaching someone to do manual replenishment, which is still okay with me. But what I was saying that if you have your margin calls in play, for example, if you have $500 and you pick a trade and make your first buying amount 15 and have 4 margin calls in play, you will not suffer with floating loss. Why? Because as the market is going down, the robot will be buying at beats. I don't know how I can express it. As long as your margin call configuration is 2, 4, 8, 16. Now it means that if I have $1,000, I'll just increase this to 30. And when the market falls by my percentage, it will be 30 times 2, where it would invest, this would be 30 times 2, that is $60. Then it will be 30 times 4, which is 120. Now, the benefit is that whenever the market falls down, the robot will be, ladies and gentlemen, doubling its previous purchase. Now, how does this really happen in the market? Let's look at this particular coin. Let me look at BTCST, for example. You'll find that the market doesn't have one direction. But if you put in all your capital at once, let me just use the 4 hours time frame. If you put in all the capital at once, ladies and gentlemen, at once, look at this particular coin now. Now, if you put in all your money at once, ladies and gentlemen, as this coin is getting down, also your money is getting down. I don't know if people are trying to understand me. As the market is getting down, also your capital is getting down. But when someone is using this method of trading, whenever the market gets down, the robot doubles their previous purchase. And they stand more potential power of making more profit. So instead of you exposing all your $500 once in the market right now as we speak, having margin calls in play is the best subject. Now, how do we come up with the margin call configuration? What to call the margin call drop? These ones you're okay. These ones you're okay. But how do you do this? I don't need to repeat what I said when I was starting the Zoom. If you are not here, I said there are good coins that will perform well. I don't need to repeat this. I said go and trade ETC. I don't need to repeat this for people. I said it will do well. When I was starting, I hope my message was home. I said this coin will do well. go and trade. I don't need to trade it myself because I'm already in other trades. But I said this will do well. If someone picked up, I think around here where we started the meeting, it has delivered 8%. If you missed that and maybe you have just joined this trade, I said it will deliver. I said join. I don't need to drop in a signal about this. I said this when I was here. If you're on this trade, it has also given you another 4.9%. I said Ethereum Classic will deliver more profit. I don't need to repeat that Ethereum Classic. I said it will deliver more profit, even better. I personally believe even better than Ethereum itself. I'll not go into personal reasons. I think this will deliver more. If we check this that has just emerged, very low volume in the market, but I still, like I said, it will also give in some little profit. I don't need to repeat that, but now I'm on a margin call configuration. Let me say you trade Ethereum. Okay, so we're gonna remove the volume analysis indicator, and we press in the auto FBR retracement lines. Now these help you to perfect your margin call configuration. Now, if these are my margin, if I entered, let me say Ethereum, if we are using our method of trading, basically, our method of trading says find a downward trend, which is already here, find a green candle, which was this one. And when you find a green candle where it has closed from, which was there, that is the method we're using for picking up a trade. Then we say that where the downward trend started from is where you draw your line. So I'm gonna draw my line there. And when I measure, my take profit would be from here to here. It would be 2%. And you are still on a journey of 0.5. Now, when the market goes against you, this was your trade. That was you wanted 2% from this coin. Now, what if you wanted 2% and the market goes against you? So you just get your price range. I want to repeat it. You get your price range and measure only 4 margin calls. You measure from that line to this line, which is 0.35%. So once you see that, you come to your trading view here. Sorry, your Royal Q. You not suffer with floating loss as people are suffering with floating loss. You look for Ethereum. Here it is. And you say, my first buying amount, you have 1,000 is $30. Your take profit is 2%. Your margin calls are 4. This one, keep it to 0. You can keep it to 0 or 0.1 because if a bull run happens, you can benefit if you have some doubt. Then you come here, you leave this. You don't touch it. You keep it 246. Then you start here, 0.35. That is your first call here in the 1 hour. That's your first call. When the market, instead of going up from your entry price and it goes down by 0.3%, the robot should double your price. Now that is your first margin call. Then you come here. You measure from this line. To this one. You are using 1 hour time frame, 0.75. 0.75. It should double by 4. That is your another margin call, right? Then you come here. You measure from here. There, 0.76. That will be your fourth margin call. Now, the benefit with this method is, and I'm going to tell it to you, then you measure from here to here, 1.02%. Now, the fact is, with these margin calls, by the market may not touch even this side, which is okay. You don't lose anything. When it bounces up, you will make 2%. That's the biggest challenge of $30. If it goes up only. But if it goes down, it will pick up your margin calls, ladies and gentlemen. And when it gets up, it gives you a bigger, better profit because you now have more capital. Now it will be maybe 2% of, let me say, $500 than you putting all your money once in this trade, as if you are saying that since Ethereum is down, Ethereum will automatically go high. Now, your goal should be just to increase your capital. Where your first buying amount would be 30, now you raise your first buying amount to 50 because you are growing your capital. If your first buying amount is 15, now someone told me, what if I have $50? Yes, I'll put a 15 here. And I'll reduce my margin calls, let me say, to 1 or 2. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here and I say, now, me, I don't have money. Well, I'm going to get my price range from where I joined from. And I say, now, if this market really, this would be one margin call for the other people. This could be the second one. Okay, this could be their third one. Okay, this could be their fourth one. Now, me, my little money. So that's where I'll measure my margin call. And I say, I have one margin call. I have $50. Someone asked me, 2 points. When the market falls by 2.98, my robot should buy twice. It means that my first buying amount will be 15, all right? Okay, it will be 15. But if the market falls down by that percentage, the robot will go and double, which will be 15 times 2, which is $30, plus the $15 I used to start, which makes it $45. And I'll trade comfortably with my $50. Instead of me getting my $50 once here, because I know Ethereum will do well. Because sometimes, if Ethereum doesn't do well, for example, and it just comes down, I will lose my money. I know I'll not lose it, but I'll remain in a trade longer than if I use low capital. Yes, I'll make little profit, but my ultimate goal will be to find a better way to grow my capital. And as long as you can develop that discipline, ladies and gentlemen, you will trade comfortably without emotions. You'll be making little profit, but your ultimate goal will be growing your capital. And the question is, how do you grow your capital? You grow your capital by building a team of traders. Let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me remind you, this is what people don't want. If you don't want to build a team of traders, then bring money in the capital. This is what people hate now. Okay, I'm going to repeat with BTCST. How do you grow your capital? You grow your capital by building a team of traders, and you teach them the same thing. Yes, you'll be making little profit, but your money will be safe in your USDT. When the market falls down, you get out of the market. When the market goes up, you take little profit. When the market goes down, the market bounces, a retracement, you get out of the market. When the market goes up, yes, you make little profit, but your capital is not exposed to too much floating loss. I was speaking to my friend yesterday, who I sent the signal for yesterday. Remember yesterday's signal, it was a sample space for people who are ready to have skills. When we sent BTCST to the group, right? One of my friend, what he decided to put in all the money. This signal, you Julius, we entered at around, it was not, I think it was 9.76. He put in the money, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak right now. This guy put in all his $2,000, yet he had seen the signal. Now, as we speak right now, BTCST is at 9.52. This guy is into huge floating loss. And the reason is simple. He's lacking the discipline of just, because he has $2,000, he could just increase his first buying amount to 60. He's just increased his first buying amount to 60. And remain with the because now BTC is trying to find his support at $20,000. He would just provide 60 as the first buying amount. And simply, as we speak right now, he would be calmly like me with a little floating loss. But he put all his $2,000 once in the market. Now BTCST started flopping. Now imagine, ladies and gentlemen, without you using this trick, your average price always will remain the same. My second margin call has to drop when the market falls by 3.21%. And BTCST has not yet done it. So I'll remain with this little floating loss. The other coin we traded yesterday was this coin called REF. But REF basically was able to get out of the market. But if you have this discipline, you will trade calmly. It is very dangerous for you to put the money in something you do not control. But if you have your margin calls in play, 2, 4, 6, the only biggest challenge that I want to just end with is setting up margin calls, margin call drops. Let us get into that as a single topic and make sure we are able to make it happen, right? So I'm going to remove all these. If you don't know how to set these, I may not go into that for today. Now, let us say we want to trade. Let us say we want to trade. We're going to sort our coins. We are going to sort our coins from those that are doing well to those that are doing poorly. And basically, maybe someone wants to trade Atom. Wow. Those that love our trading method, this, just a reminder, you define a downward trend by the ABC. This was a very good trade. You put in your volume analysis and your stochastic 3 indicators. And when was the best time to join the market, bring your vertical line. Your best time to enter the market, ladies and gentlemen, was here. And what do we look for when we draw our vertical line? We look for a blue stochastic RSI above the orange, which was 1, a red, green, or yellow candle, yellow bar, which was 2, and a green candle. And those 3 are there. So we draw our trend line from the from that highest point, touch above the candles. 2 touches are enough, which they are there. Right, beautiful. Okay, now we find a green candle, draw a horizontal line there. All right, where it closed from, and draw another horizontal line. If you don't know this, go and practice it from your upline. And what we see in between, if you don't know this, I don't know, but that is the video you need to learn. And you're out of Atom with 3%. That was your take profit. It works. This strategy is the best. I've tested many, but this is the best. You wait for a green candle, then you get in from there, all right? So that one aside. It depends on the amount of capital you have. Now, I'll not go into that, but there are several coins that have the same thing. Here, Acro, let me see how Acro is doing. Acro also has done the same. If you had entered from around here, you would get out from around there. And if I just leave there, and you could see someone who traded this coin from around there up to around there, you are out with your 3%. It works. It is a working formula. So if you don't know it, go and use it, all right? If someone wants to test this again, there is Solana here. I see Solana has also done the same thing. Solana has done the same thing. You would enter around here, green candle, then get out around there, all right? 1 hour time frame. Ape has also done the same thing, all right? Ape has also done the same thing, but this one was a little bit tricky because you would enter around here and get out around there, all right? WRX, I think this one is going down. I don't know where I'd drawn this trend line. I don't know whether it is within, when someone was talking about this coin doing well, I think I drew it in 1 day. Yeah. I drew it in 1 day and I saw it was not working out. So I did not pick the trade. So I'm going to delete it. Okay. So that formula works. All right. That formula works. All right. So if that is your trading formula, please, wow. This was confirming my trend line. Wow. I think this trend line in the 1 day, those who joined first, I do this trend line in the 1 day. Like I said, you see, I think I drew it in the 1 day when I was not around, but I drew it in the 1 day. I think, I don't know what time I did this. Well, I drew it in the 12 hours. Let me see. Yeah, I drew it in the 12 hours. Let me remove it. And it was able to close above my trend line. This was a very good trade. So those who love this formula for trading, you're gonna use it very well. It's gonna serve you. Now let's go to the topic that I want to talk about, margin calls. It's my main topic. No matter where you pick your trade, please add in an indicator called auto FBI retracement. Auto FBI retracement. Let me use BTCST, one coin that many people want to trade. BTCST. Okay. This is within the 1 hour. It's currently doing pretty fine. Okay. So I expect that someone who's just entering this trade, you have a safe landing. Yeah, but let us put in the indicator plus FX indicators. If you don't have it, just go to technicals and write in the word auto. And after writing in the word auto FBI retracement, the indicator will come. There is auto FBI retracement and auto FBI extension. But I want to talk about FBI retracement. So you tap on the star first to make it your favorite. Then you tap into it once. Then it will get into your screen. Now, once it gets into your screen, this is not how it looks like. This particular indicator, you touch the word. Some people where you touch the word. Then you tap on setting. If you don't see the word and maybe your trading view is disturbing you, go and set up another one. There are certain things you tap, all right, that maybe you don't understand. Then come into the input here. A few things to change. Here there is values. Here there is left. So what do you do? Where there is percent, you choose. Where there is values, this is how it comes. Let me show you how it comes looking. It comes looking like this. But because the market moves from the left to the right, we shall change. Where there is values, we put percent. Where there is left, we put right. As simple as that. Sorry, let me block these messages. Now we come down. What do? We just tick everything on this side on the left. Everything. Just make sure every box is ticked up to the bottom. Then you tick these last two, left and right. Left, right. A few things. You tick everything this side, then you tick here left and right. Then where there is values, here you put percent. Where there is right, you put left. Then you tap on these three dots, save as default and press OK. Maybe in the near future, this is how it is auto, like the word auto. All right. Now, this indicator is a very good one because, like the word retracement says, whenever this indicator, most of the times, whenever this indicator touches the line, most of the times it retraces in the opposite direction. So we use these lines as support and resistance. For example, if I'm trading, and this is a green candle, it forms a green candle. And this green candle closes above the zero line. It means that the market is going to move from here to here. Now it means this is its new resistance, its new support, and the resistance is going to be this line. And if this candle comes and breaks and closes from here, above here, it means the new resistance is going to be this one. So we use these lines as support and resistance. Like for example, like here you see, here it had not closed above, but here the next candle closed above. It means I can wait for the second candle and I know it will touch that upper, because the market wants to break up here. So if you don't know how to draw those lines, you don't need to sweat. Use these lines as support and resistance. That's why I say, if I enter from here, I'm going to measure from here to here, because most of the times the market will try to retrace back in the opposite direction. So if my robot had doubled, then the market will take off profit, as long as you're not taking too much profit. So if it breaks this line and comes down here, so that's why I keep measuring. But most of the times, if you don't know how this indicator works, and you find a trade that is on the 61, negative 61, negative 65, negative 61, negative 65, don't ask it, just enter that coin. It has no more direct. Yes, it might go below, but it has no more way it will move from here, and the minimum it can move up to the zero line here. You can go back and check in previous trades. I can show you in history if someone needs that proof. Let me just use BTC. So I'm gonna, let me tick off extension left and right. Okay, so lines are through all the candles, all right? Now let us see when the market did that. So we're gonna go back to history a little bit. Okay, I'd seen it was just, okay. This is, but now this should be so many months ago, because that's when BTC was around close to below $9. It might take me a very long journey if I'm using today's scenario, because it might take me a very long journey to find the history unless I change and I use 1 day. All right, let me use 1 day. When the market touched that line. It would be very low because according to the 1 day, it's very far. But what I want basically to tell you is that if you find it touching that line, all right, that negative, because you know it depends on the time zone you are using to trade. So if you are using this indicator, don't check in the 1 day and then trade in the 1 hour. No. Don't check in the 1 day and trade in the 1 hour, because now in the 1 day it is at the zero line. But in the 1 hour, hope you see, I'm just talking about this indicator. So when you decide to trade in the 1 hour, keep in the 1 hour. Don't check in the 4 hours, then pick your trade in the 1 hour. All right, if you want to use this indicator. Now, once you find it here, no question, just enter. The minimum it can move up to here. So you can enter from here and take your profit here at the 23 line. Or you can end from here to here, it will do it. Now, when zero is down, if you are using the auto FBR retracement line, when zero is down and 100 is on top, this is a downward trend. According to how these lines were developed, when zero is down and 100 is on top, this market will be moving in a zigzag formation. It does this, it does this. I don't know, it can even go an extra mile, does this, then touches here, then goes up a little bit, then touches here. That's how the market will be moving, because the market doesn't move in a straight line. But when you find a trade, let me find one, I don't know. Let me find Ethereum Classic. All right. Okay. Now, so this one is going to come down. It will move up. Like I said, the market doesn't move one direction. It moves down, moves up, then comes down, moves up, then comes down. Now, I will not teach that. I've seen another one, but I'll teach one. Let me use this one and I see if it can show me. Also here, zero is down. I hope you see when I talk about support and resistance. When the candle closes above the line, Then just wait for the next candle get in. It will try to touch the upper line. Because this is its new support and trying to break its new resistance. But when you pick a scenario, I don't know whether I can get one. I pray I get one. Wow, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, once you find, when you put you in your auto FBR retracement lines, all right? Before maybe we talk about, because I've been only explaining, pick a green candle, right? Pick a green candle, like if you were using this strategy, if the other two indicators are in, you would pick from here and you get out from here. But if you find a coin like this one, this is Chainlink, right? And 100 is down and 0 is on top, this was an upward trend. So if you find a trade like this one, and you find that the market down here is at this line, 161, this line, you find a coin at this line, 161, or you find a coin at 100, don't ask for a signal, just enter. The minimum this coin can do is up to line 38 here, the minimum. But it can move from here up to 0. The minimum it can do is up to line 38. Here, the minimum it can do, minimum up to 100. This is an upward trend. Now, I don't need to take you through how these lines were developed, why, I don't need to do that for you. That is, maybe if you want to know, you do your personal research. You go and read about them. This is auto FBR retracement lines. They're a game changer. I've never met an indicator as perfect as this one. I want to tell you. Because like I said that, if you understand these lines and you find this as an upward trend and you are using them as support and resistance lines, once this candle closes above this line, I just know this is the new support. So the next candle will come and move from here up to here. No joke, it will do it. And I'll just get my price range. If I want to scalp from the market and measure from here up to here, and I have guaranteed to give it to me. It depends on the time frame. Because if you are using 4 hours, it will be a good take profit. So if you press in your auto FBR retracement lines and find 100 down, 100, and 0 is on top, just know this is an upward what? The market is going to move up. And so if you find it down, don't joke with taking profit. If it's showing you here and your other two indicators are reading the same, then you just come and measure from here and you are sure it's going to give you up to there. It will. Because of that. So when I'm trading, when I'm personally trading, I can come here and I press in. I know this knows now this is going to be a downward trend. I say, okay, here I will trade, but it will not be so good. Then I go to this one. I drop in. Okay, this one, it might, I'm not saying that when the market, because when you tell someone a downward trend, they mean that maybe the market will be going down. No, the market doesn't move one direction, right? It touches this 0 line. Now it's gonna move up, then move down again, right? That's how the market behaves. So when I check with my auto FBR retracement lines, right, like it's happening, this will move up, then move down. But if you're using our other indicator, you'll be able to make off some profit. So that is how powerful this indicator is, right? So if you find a trade, okay, this will move up, then move down. Like I've said, these lines act as support and resistance. If a candle closes above the line, I just wait for the next candle. Then I know to move from here to here. I don't know if someone is trying to understand me, because as we speak right now, this candle has delivered 3%. as long as this candle closes, when I mean it closes, the body closes above, that's the body, this thing here, above this line, I'll just wait for the next candle. Then I get in and I measure my take profit to there. Because I know the next candle will try to break through the new resistance up here. Yeah, this is a downward trend. The market will go up, then come down. That's how the market moves. It doesn't move one direction, right? So that's how powerful this indicator is, all right? That's how powerful this indicator is, okay? All right. Okay, now someone may say, Julius, what about in that scenario, right? This is a green candle. This candle is just 21 minutes. So if I didn't join my trade from there, and this is still a red candle, I could wait. I could wait for the next candle and I could get in, right? Wi-Fi. Downward trend, best business, downward trend. Most of the coins are really, like I said, I don't expect too much, me personally. Okay, now look at this trade. I want to prove people, just go and look at this trade in the next 20 minutes, all right? If this candle closes, it has 20 minutes to go. If this candle closes here, then the next candle will try to move from 0 up. So it means that I said you take 2 to 3%, don't take more than that. If it closes above, then I'll start from here. And my next take profit, 2%. I don't exceed 2% because of the market condition around there. And I'll get it. Just check up MDX. Next candle. If this closes above there, support and resistance. So as the market is right now, I only saw one coin, and I think that was I don't remember. Chainlink. I think it was Chainlink that had the upward trend. I think there we go. I think it was this one. Yeah, I told you it has an upward trend. It's gonna move up, but it will also come down, right? Hope you see. It's above the 38 line. So if it closes above that line, then it means the next candle of this, if it starts from around this line here, it will try to move up here. That's 1%. Because we are in the 1 hour time frame. If you were in the 4 hour time frame, that's why I say you choose the time frame that you want to use to trade. So if this is the 4 hour time frame, if this candle closes above there, then the next candle will try to move from where it starts from up to this line. I think I've been able to share. So if you are setting up margin calls, you also use the same principle that if I'm using BTCST, for example, where is it? Here we go. This is BTCST. This is 4 hours time frame, all right? Another line maybe, but not 100%. But when you find a trade on the 0 line or on the 100 line, usually the market touches that line and tries to move up in the opposite direction. But okay, so if we use this to set up our margin calls, if I enter from there, then I will measure, because I will not be around. I'll measure from here to there as my margin call. So if the market breaks through the 0 line and comes down this side, the robot will double my purchase. I think I've tried my best to explain the idea. I know it will be. My microphone has been muted. What have I been doing here now? This is not serious. This is not serious now. This is not serious. It's not fair play. Hey, I've been talking alone for all these minutes, hours. This is not fair now. Hey, 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 hey. No, no, not fair, not fair. Not fair. Hey, hey, 2 seconds. I thought, all right. I thought so. Remember to show the margin call configuration. Yes, it's what I've been doing. It's what I've been doing. I've been showing you the margin call configurations. It's what I've been doing. Maybe let me say you want to trade ref. Ref is going down. It's your favorite coin. You love it. You want to trade it. You just use the auto FBI retracement lines, all right, to create or to cause what I call perfect margin call. Okay, thank you so much, sir. All right, so I hope I've tried my level best. Thank you so much. I can't control the network, but I've tried my level best. Thank you so much. Let me repeat for the last time, all right? This is your trading view, all right? You want to have perfect margin calls, all right? To keep winning, okay? Why do you need to set margin calls? I want to show you an example. Like yesterday, I got a green candle. Yes, so that I know the strategy wins, but I got a green candle and I entered, okay, from here. Now this is extra because if you understand this, then I entered from here. And by the time this coin had delivered around here, I was not, it. By the way, this was when it had closed here. It had closed, by the way, it's been non-delivery. Then the market didn't move up anymore. The market went down. But if you have margin calls, let me show you what would happen in this particular trade. Is that you would measure, let me take an example from here to here. And you see, maybe that was 1.5%. Now see again, a market that did performed what I call a retracement. And it moved from here again up to here. I hope you see, I don't know whether someone sees what I'm saying. That if you have margin calls in play, because the market doesn't move one direction. I don't know that someone sees you, if I don't know whether you see what I've showed you. The market will always do a retracement when you have margin calls. You doubled your purchase. Now, the market, once it gets a retracement up, you'll get out of that coin. I don't know whether what I'm saying makes sense. But I have tried so many examples to help you understand that you can still make profit even when the market is not good as it is, if you use the martingale strategy. So if you had measured your margin call and your robot bought and doubled when the market fell down, as the market rises, you get your 2%. Let's just get back in here. Okay, this is what is happening. But my robot has not yet, but BTC is coming down, which is okay. Me, I have no problem because I'm trading using margin calls. I have no issues with it. So what is happening right now is that it's coming down. But once it touches my margin call, all right, it'll buy. But in the 1 hour here, let me see from here. Those 3% from BTCST. Okay, so if someone had because I picked my trade in the 4 hours time frame, so that's why I believe it might not have sold. But I also believe one of my margin calls I didn't pick up because I interrupted my trades. All right, I interrupted my trades. I suffer so much because I use my Royal Q to teach. But very, very soon, I'm going to open up, I've already opened up one other account that will be purely for my personal trades. I don't use it to teach anyone. But that is what I talk about. So you measure your margin call configuration and have them right. This is my training ground, and have them right set. Okay, I hope my margin calls are closed, but my robot is supposed to buy this call here with $60, I think. It has to buy that call. So once the market falls down by that percentage, which is 3%, the market will buy. Hey, I don't know whether people have been able to understand something. I understand it's not easy, but it is a good approach for the one-shot traders. How you pick up your margin calls, use those lines, right? They'll help you a lot, okay? You may not have understood everything. This was another big challenge. Someone joins and wants to understand everything. You may not understand everything, but you might have picked something. Maybe what you picked was those lines acting as support and resistance. That's enough for you. You don't need, I'm not understanding that area. You understood maybe support and resistance. That is good for you. You understood that when the line touches maybe 161 line in an upward trend, maybe you understood when 0 is down and 100 is on top, all right? That's a downward trend. When 100 is down and 0 is on top, that's an upward trend. That's enough for you. Because even if you just use that, you will make money. I don't know that people understand me. Someone says this thing becomes complicated. Don't worry. Whoever needs a non-complicated strategy, I'm going to bring it on Monday. This is for cycle traders. You put in your trades and leave the rest to the robot. So if you are not interested in making 3%, 2%, 3%, 2%, 3%, 2%, 3%, 2%, if that's not what you love, don't get annoyed. You'll make your 10%, 10 to 20% in a month. Hey, you okay with that? But Julius, who's seeing this economy moving like this? I don't see any reason why I don't. New babies. No, if you're a new baby, this is hard. This is hard food. What you do, if you are new, just do yourself a favor. Let me get you this. Let me get you this. But also new babies, you don't have excuses, all right? Maybe we have some people who are giving signals on the group. You can still start with that strategy as you learn. But if you're a new baby, you are new, just pick up, just copy this that I've posted. I've posted this on the chat. Okay, if you are fresh and new, start from there. Pick those 5 lessons, all right? If you are fresh and new, pick those 5 lessons. They are slow. If you are new, copy those 5 lessons, all right? And let me post them still on the Telegram. Don't know about them. Take your time. They're gonna serve you. If you want 0.55%, if you're not interested, don't worry. Or you can follow the signals we drop in the group. The link for the Telegram is there. Or you can personally come on this YouTube channel. Crypto Ambassador Team Eagles International, it's here. Subscribe. Subscribe. And you can be able to find some interesting topics for yourself here. Because I repeat the same, in all these videos, by the way, I repeat the same thing all the time. The same things. I don't have anything extra that I talk about. Same things all the time. Thank you so much. I wish a perfect day. Today I've taken longer time because I also was feeling you are not understanding what I'm talking about. So thank you so much. I took longer time because I was feeling you don't understand what I'm talking about. I feel it. Sometimes I feel like people are understanding, but today I felt people are not understanding you. So I'm sorry for taking longer time. Yeah, I have the strategy. I've written it down. It has been worked on for the last 4 months, right? So up on Monday, I'll be in right position with God's favor to bring the strategy to you. And I believe it could be a game changer for those that don't want to trade the one shot. And I wish you all the best. God bless you. And it's a bye from my side. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Bye from my side. You don't need to quit crypto like someone was telling me. You don't need to. You don't need to, ladies and gentlemen. Because even if you have your 5 coins of Ethereum, time will come and Ethereum will get at 20K and you make your money back. Nothing to worry. There's nothing scary. Maybe you spend long in floating loss without making profit, but there's nothing to worry. Your money will return, right? This is spot trading. Nothing to lose. All right. So bye, everybody.